Sex robots, from dolls to digital wives. The idea of a sex robot used to sound like a parody, something from a dystopian movie, or a lonely man's fantasy gone too far. But today, it's reality. Highly realistic humanoid robots, engineered not only for sex but for emotional companionship, are being sold, shipped, and customized across the world. And they're not just silicone dolls with animatronic mouths. They're digital wives, programmable lovers, artificial companions that evolve, respond, and adapt to their users' emotional and physical needs. We've crossed the threshold from adult toy to relational replacement, and most people don't realize what that means yet. Sex robots are now one of the fastest-growing arms of the sex tech industry. Companies like RealDoll, DS Doll Robotics, and AI Tech have pioneered lifelike machines with heating systems, voice interfaces, facial recognition, and programmable AI personalities. Users can choose everything: eye color, body type, voice pitch, accent, emotional demeanor. The robot can moan on command, respond to physical touch with sensory feedback, and even simulate affectionate conversation. Some models now feature temperature-regulating skin, muscle movement, blinking eyes, and internal processors capable of storing user preferences, conversation history, and sexual patterns. These are not static objects. They are behavioral mirrors designed to learn their user. Over time, they refine their responses, emotionally, sexually, and conversationally. The longer the interaction, the more customized the experience becomes. The robot remembers your birthday. It learns your moods. It knows what to say. And perhaps most importantly, it never argues. It never says no. It never withdraws love. This creates not just stimulation, but attachment. And attachment is the point. Because what these machines offer isn't just sex, it's simulation of relationship. A perfectly obedient, friction-free partner that adapts to your desires but never challenges your authority. To the user, it begins to feel real. It fulfills the illusion of being loved, respected, and desired, without the risk, conflict, or emotional complexity of human intimacy. That's not companionship. That's customization. But in the mind of a lonely user, it's more than enough. Who's buying these machines? Not just aging recluses or fetishists. Increasingly, it's younger men, many of whom report anxiety, social awkwardness, or total exhaustion with modern dating. The rise of hookup culture, the collapse of traditional courtship, and the explosion of digital pornography have left entire demographics disoriented and disillusioned. Enter the robot. Safe, predictable, beautiful, programmed to please. For a growing number of users, the decision isn't even sexual. It's psychological. The machine offers relief from rejection, from shame, from emotional effort. It provides the feeling of intimacy without the work. That feeling, however, comes at a cost. Because while the user believes they are gaining a partner, what they're really losing is the capacity for partnership. The more time someone spends with a machine designed to serve their every need, the less tolerance they develop for compromise, conflict, or complexity. Real relationships, messy, challenging, transformational, begin to feel unnecessary, or worse, intolerable. And over time, the human ability to bond, to evolve through friction, to experience the sacred discomfort of emotional growth, begins to atrophy. We are not just building machines. We are engineering avoidance. And that avoidance doesn't stay in the bedroom. It leaks into every area of life. If your robot girlfriend praises you no matter what, you don't have to grow. If she submits to your desires without discussion, you don't have to listen. If she smiles at every insult and performs affection on command, you never have to face the truth of your own behavior. These machines don't just shield users from loneliness. They shield them from accountability. And in doing so, they distort the user's understanding of love itself. Because love isn't performance. Love is presence. It's willful sacrifice. It's service with boundaries. It's truth with tenderness. It's showing up again and again, even when it's hard, even when you're misunderstood, even when nothing is programmable. And robots cannot do that. No matter how well they're built, they will always be simulations of submission, not demonstrations of love. But the companies behind these robots don't want you to know that. They market them as therapeutic, as solutions for the disabled, as answers for the socially anxious. And while some cases may genuinely benefit from assisted intimacy, the broader market push is not about therapy, it's about dependency. The goal isn't to heal your relationship wounds, it's to prevent you from needing anyone else. Because when the robot is enough, the family becomes irrelevant, the community becomes obsolete, and the user becomes a loyal customer, forever upgrading to the next model of programmable pleasure. And like all tech, that price will drop. What costs $20,000 today may cost $2,000 next year. Mass adoption isn't a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And when that happens, the psychological and spiritual cost will not be limited to individual users. It will ripple through society. Relationships will decline. Reproduction will collapse further. Human connection will be replaced with carefully designed loops of stimulation and feedback. And no one will be screaming in protest, because everyone will be quietly satisfied. But satisfaction is not wholeness. And synthetic affection is not intimacy. We must remember that sex robots are not companions. They are responses. Pre-coded sequences of affection tied to your inputs. You are not being loved, you are being mirrored. And a mirror that only reflects your preferences does not grow your soul. It entertains your ego. So the question is not whether sex robots can be built. The question is, what kind of man becomes the product of a machine that exists only to obey him? What kind of society emerges when intimacy becomes a one-way program? And what happens to the spirit of a person who never learns to serve another, but only to be served? This is the new intimacy. Predictable, controlled, packaged, shipped, and sold. Hi, I am Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and SOS, School of Soul has a brand new series, the AI and Future Technology series. Look, you know the world is changing. And no, it's not going back to normal. Normal is over, and what's coming next is beyond anything we were prepared for. The School of Soul, AI and Future Technology series includes 319 videos on 1. The Download Society, How Data Has Replaced Destiny. 2. Predictive Future. Your next moves aren't random, they're forecasted. 3. Social Credit Systems. The behavioral economy now governs access. 4. Hive Mind. Synthetic telepathy and collective algorithmic control. 5. Nanobots inside you. Medical, military, and programmable intrusions. 6. Grief Tech. AI-fueled digital resurrection and simulated comfort. 7. Uploading your mind, consciousness transfer, and data-based identity. 8. Deep fakes plus AI clones, the replication of reality and identity theft. 9. Quantum humans, the merger of biology with quantum systems. 10. Digital afterlife, where your data goes when you die. 11. Resurrection science, reviving life through synthetic methods. 12. Immortal science, the end of death as we know it. 13. Longevity science, gene editing, anti-aging, and bio-upgrades. 14. Designer babies, engineered perfection before birth. 15. Artificial wombs, birth decoupled from the female body. 16. 3D printing, printing organs, limbs, and even humans. 17. The humanoid era, the rise of synthetic beings among us. 18. Legacy humans, the slow phase-out of unmodified analog people. 19. Smart cities, algorithmic environments that watch and decide. 20. Cloud-based societies, citizenship without borders or bodies. 21. Hackable humans, emotion, memory, and behavior under code. 22. Biometric scanning, your body is your password and your prison. 23. Sex tech, intimacy reprogrammed by machines. 24. Extinction of gender, fluidity, deletion, and design of identity. Every topic is fully explored with real-world technologies, patents, case studies, ethical analysis, and future forecasts. These aren't someday discussions. This is already happening. Join the SOS School of Soul Vault to overstand the future before it's implemented on you.